I suppose one shouldn't make a video blog when one is not entirely in the mood. At any event, I asked an AI chatbot why physicists struggle with the notion of local realness. The answer is, of course, complex, and I don't understand it. AI did say that the real world does not adhere to the constraints imposed by local realism. Now my interest is not so much the physics, but the mysticism, and I think of a prince or princess who sit at a small river, a couple of trees, green grass and flowers, and how such a point of stillness, a stillness of a local point in realness added to the stillness of the mind of the brain can create a new path in reality. New things seem to be able to start from a silent point. I called the man or woman sitting at the still point in realness a prince or princess for a purpose. Our very sense of self, our sense of I am, our sense of princely stature, is a necessary ingredient to begin a path. As I had mentioned elsewhere, the angel told me, "You must be at the front." It is a strange statement, but on this point, my self-awareness of self, in beauty and stature, pressing out as it were, is a front. I must be at the front of things. And so I wonder what is going on with this reality, and what is the grand equation of the human, what sort of creatures or beings are we? I suppose there are a multiplicity of dimensions, or layers of existence out there, and I wonder if our concentrated little efforts here on Earth, in the body, have an actual living echo into some layers of the dimensions. In this sense, we are local and not local, we are in more places than we realize. The thoughts of our mind imprints in a living way in the other layers of existence, the spiritual world if you want, but these are solid and real. In this regard I think of Anna Rountree, and her third book where she was taken in the spirit world to a sort of marketplace of thieves. A place of deception where things are stolen. Here the human activity on earth has a living echo, a living event, replicated in the other realms of heaven. Now, among the many things at the marketplace, a living echo chamber, she saw some humans who were dancing wildly, a sort of dance of derision, which there was called, the dance of death. What underpinned the dance of death of these humans was the notion, the thought in their heads, of distraction at all cost, distraction at all cost. Which is to say, on earth they drive themselves to be distracted, cell phones, movies, being busy, distraction at all cost. And so they are actually alive on earth doing this, and have a living echo in the other layers, dancing the dance of death. Distraction at all costs is the dance of death because they can never enter stillness of mind, never reflective, never perceive their sense of self, and therefore can never have the light of truth enter their brain. And to be so distracted is a wonderful anesthetic, but then we can never touch a local point, and we must stop and touch a local point to begin our dream.